Hey everyone. The developers have released a January devlog, and as you can see here, it has a few updates and statuses. So let's go over that and stick to the end for the code to get some nice treats for you. All right, the first one is varying issues on the PS5. And what they fixed so far has been frame rate drops, controller vibration issues, but most importantly, the input failures, especially if you're a big PvP player. That's going to be critical to have. But they still have some haptic feedback that they want to expand and just overall performance and stability on the PS5. So if you play there, be sure to send any feedback if you're still encountering performance issues or any other bugs. The second item that they updated is regarding the large updates. Now, we all know that the most recent update for 1.2 was uh, very big. Lots of changes and optimizations that they did within that. And they kind of explain that here new assets, gameplay. And we can tell because we can kind of see the new upcoming maps that we're going to get in the game, as well as some of the weapons. So, doing all that prep work to get us ready for the next update and the next season. So they have some things to do. They want to provide smaller update sizes in the future versions and optimize some of the packaging for segmented downloads. That will definitely save people who are in, around the world, may not have the fastest internet, for example. So having that package much smaller is definitely a win for them. And just overall, the updates not being so massive that they're just completely eating all your disk space. So that's very nice. The third that they're looking at is mobile performance and overheating. It looks like they have started on that to get some optimization. Coming next, they have fixing overheating frame, further file compression, and lower device load, while trying not to impact the visuals of what it looks like. Now, I've only played extremely briefly, like a breath of a moment on mobile, and it wasn't bad. I actually beat the the intro boss for that. It was very intuitive, so I don't know. I may just have to give it another try, but I really can't say anything as far as the performance for that. So let's go to number 4. Now, this one is already in the bag. You can access it right now, and that is multiple characters on one account. And they've already released this feature. It was kind of a back end update, if you will. So if you're logging in, you should now have a new option to select and create a new account. Now, I've seen some chatter and just experimenting with myself as I did create a legendary account just to travel through and see what things are with that. Uh, there is no sharing or anything like that, so you can't share or transfer any of your cosmetics or provide any other resources from your primary account to the new one. I hope that that is something that they can consider in the future. It would be very nice for those that did not know the legendary existed until they were way deep in their main character, but would like to move things over, transfer some things over, or maybe share some things between those accounts. So I've sent that feedback to them, and if they see it, maybe they'll work on it or toss it in the trash. Next on the list, that they recently added Portuguese to the available languages and a couple of more that they are working on. So that's very nice. Number 6 piques my interest because this is very interesting, right? New weapons and martial art paths. And they're going to be introducing bamboo cut dust. And as you can see, we have the new, I think it's Undying Rope Dart. Don't quote me. I probably have an image on the screen and its name is completely different. And we have the Everspring Umbrella. Now, these are two DPS weapons. More about the Rope Dart is about debuffing your enemies, and the umbrella is about mobility and long range control, right? With its ability, it has a long range ability where you throw the umbrella, and also has a ability similar to the current Moblade, where you can pull in enemies, so you can control them and do a bit of damage. So the umbrella is very nice. I've been playing with it on the CN server, and I probably have footage of it that you can see. So with this said, this is a definite confirmation about what's coming in the next update, and we all suspect that the new season will start on February 6th, right? So that means that they are going to be similar to how they released in China. First, in the China release, after Kaifeng, you got the Human Pass area. Now, this was still a big map. It's the desert map. It looks very beautiful. And with that expansion, right, we are going to get the new weapons. But no other map was released probably for a good couple of weeks, I believe, in China with the Langzhou portion of the map. And that portion is important because that's where the other two weapons, the snow parting blade, which is everyone else says that Hang Dao or Tang Dao, that's where that other sword, the new sword, is located, because Langzhou is the snow area. And the new Moblade that's coming, that's more DPS, is the Phalanx Bane. Those are within that region. Um, so if it doesn't seem like that is unlocking, so maybe even though we can see the three maps within the current game now in global, they may be doing a stage release. So we'll get the human pass first, and then maybe after a couple of weeks, we will get um, Liang Zhao, and then maybe that introduces the snow parting blade and the phalanx bane. And then there's the third portion. I don't think there's any weapon unlock in that area. And I know everyone wants the gauntlets, and please correct me in the comments if I am incorrect. But the gauntlets are going to come with the Moist Hill map, which is north of Kinshi. So that is suspected to come much later. Uh, the gauntlets and the new rope dart that matches with it. So this is very interesting. Of course, we don't know this for sure. This is just a brief dev log update that they provided. But since they only mentioned the bamboo cut dust and have the images of the fan, of the umbrella and rope dart, then it may be that the others are going to be a little bit of a wait before you guys can get the hang down. All right. As you can see, you can grab this exchange code, enter in. You have until March 6th to claim that. And as you can see in the clip there, that is what you will get. So, number 7, what's coming in the next version? Not much detail here, just lantern lines, street, singing, dancing, laughing. Currently sounds like Kaifeng or Village Shade area as well. And number 8, that pesky goose, anti-goose defenses, and hijack bug fix, ASAP is coming. So I don't think I've ran into that. Maybe that's in the Guild Wars, as you have to fight the goose, um, or maybe those in a random. You guys let me know. So that is all that we have in this brief update. I thought it was very interesting, especially considering that they mentioned the new martial paths that are coming. Have not seen any other confirmation yet. Obviously, we can see it in the game, but we don't know their release plan, how they plan to release it, what that structures look like. So it may be that these are coming first, and then we have to wait a few weeks before we get the next set of weapons. All right, go ahead and grab that code, get your loot, free loot, and I will check you next time. Take care.